All right, good morning, Dr. Jaffe. Thanks for being with us today. We have a little bit of background and a question from a customer out in Oregon. She said she's reading a book by a plant-based gastroenterologist on gut microbiome and healing dysbiosis, and we know that you are an expert in this. She says that he's recommending a probiotic with at least 17.2 billion Bifidobacterium lactis for those who have constipation issues. She says she's surprised by Digesta Guard, that it doesn't have that much. Let's go ahead and let's help her understand the difference between Perk Digesta Guard Forte and the other products that might be recommended out there. And let's help her feel more confident when she's talking with her clients, please.
Well, there's two parts to this, at least two parts, maybe three. The first part is what we uniquely do with Perk Digesta Guard, which includes a variety of Acidophilus bifidobacter organisms, all of which are grown in what's called doubling phase or log phase or maximum activity phase. And unlike almost everyone else, we harvest the organisms at their peak vitality. We very quickly freeze dry them, which puts them into suspended animation, so that they're not only alive when they were in the fermentation tank, but they're ready to wake up when you take them as Perk Digesta Guard. And yes, we are very aware that there are other companies that have larger numbers of particles. They have larger numbers of organisms, but now we ask the question, how alive are these organisms? Because when you go for maximum number, what you end up with looks like yogurt. And the thing about yogurt is there are so many bugs present, bacteria are present. They have run out of nutrients and they're now cannibalizing each other. So we at Perk want you to have the more bioavailable, the less immunizing, the more alive, the more functional Perk Digesta Guard. And yes, we need 40 to 100 billion live organisms a day. We need 40 to 100 grams of fiber a day. We need the recycled glutamine symbiotics, but we must have probiotics every day. Now, acidophilus is particularly important because it nourishes other organisms, but it doesn't multiply in the gut. So you have to get acidophilus in almost every day. From fermented foods, like fermented vegetables, real fermented foods. Or you can take Perk Digesta Guard and make your own yogurt. So take any milk, put 2 capsules or so in, let it stand at room temperature. You don't even have to warm it up. In the morning, you'll have a nice thick kefir or yogurt-like healthy probiotic because the bugs have multiplied because they are so alive. Try that with any other organism. You mentioned another company that has, shall I say, a bazillion of one strain or maybe a few strains. All right. Can you make yogurt out of it? I doubt it. We've tried. We have the only probiotic that I know of that makes yogurt just overnight at room temperature. Now, number 2, they were talking about constipation. Well, it turns out low vitamin D. Typical Americans have vitamin D below 20, and that's associated with constipation. So we suggest taking enough vitamin D orally and with drops under the tongue before swallowing to bring you into the healthy range of 50 to 80, and much constipation goes away when you correct the vitamin D deficiency. And then the third, of course, is ascorbate itself. What if you lack the antioxidant that regenerates all the other antioxidants? So you're now in a pro-oxidative state, which is tearing you down and causing constipation. Well, we suggest the C cleanse. Perk Potent C Guard, based on our suggestions every 15 minutes, taking an appropriate dose until you cleanse, until you flush, until fluid and toxins come out. So interesting issue. It's more than just bifidobacter. And yes, we do have that in our Perk Digesta Guard in alive forms. And yes, you will see other companies that say, we have billions and billions and billions of particles. Can it make yogurt? Are they alive? Well, we think that live bugs are better than dead bugs. And there was a company that no longer exists that made a virtue out of selling the maximum number of bugs, knowing that they were dead mostly, and they made a feature out of dead bugs will somehow be better for you than live bugs. I can tell you that company doesn't exist because someone in the marketing department didn't talk to someone in the science department. And that happens all the time. People make claims, and I take it marketing people are allowed to assert claims. We actually go by evidence. Talk to the people who use our prebiotics, probiotics, and symbiotics. Talk to the people who use our various forms of vitamin D and our full disclosure, full complement supplementation, including recrystallized ascorbate done under a nitrogen blanket so that it doesn't get damaged before you get it. So yes, we have a path to health. It's based on nature, nurture, and wholeness. It's based on physiology before pharmacology. And we suggest that if you put us to the test, you will find us to be superior, safer, more effective, better, evidence-based, and full disclosure.